Hey everyone, in today's video we are diving into some more summer decorating. I have some ideas for decorating for the month of July. If you are loving that Americana look for summer, this video has tons of ideas for you. We are also going to spend some time outside on the porch. I'll be sharing all my ideas for a low maintenance front porch. Let's go ahead and get started. I am so glad you're here. If you've been here a while, you all know how much I love gardening and that I have a huge cut flower garden out in my backyard. But when it comes to my front porch, I try to keep things a bit more low maintenance out here just because I have so many flowers outside in the backyard that have to be taken care of. I tend to go with plants out here that are a little bit easier to take care of. So to keep me from having to deadhead a whole bunch of flowers out here all summer long, I am using mostly shade-loving green plants. I have some Boston ferns as well as some hostas. I also have some Kimberly Queen ferns, which they actually like the sun just a bit more than a Boston fern. So I use these at the bottom of my front porch stairs and then also in a sunny corner that I have on my porch. My other go-to plant out here on the porch are sweet potato vines. You can also find sweet Carolines, which I actually have a few of those that are going in my flower boxes, but they are both very similar. They are a beautiful light green color that will trail down whatever you plant them in. I am using them in my flower boxes, and then I will also be using them in my hanging baskets as well. And then I planted a whole bunch of them here in the ladder that I have on my porch. For the sweet potato vines that I planted on the ladder, all I did was pick up some plastic pots from Dollar Tree and I plant them in there, and then I set them in the planter boxes on the ladder. I love using metal hanging baskets with the husk liners in them for my porch. I keep the liners in mine for about 2 years, and then you can buy replacement liners for them. I am using some Boston ferns that I rescued from the garden section at Walmart. They really just needed a very long drink of water and some shade. My porch is covered, so everything out there is in the shade most of the time. I also added in 2 sweet potato vines to each of the baskets. I have a few little accent pieces that I wanted to add to the porch. I have my metal antique watering cans, and then I also have my porch goose that stay out here all summer long and into the fall as well. Now, once the 4th of July is over, I will take down the buntings that are on my front porch railings that you will see here in just a minute, but I actually leave some of my flags out here through the entire month of July. I am adding in our Marine Corps flag and then also one for the Navy. If you are new to my channel, my husband served for 14 years in the Marine Corps, and then he finished out his career in the military in the Navy. Just one more quick note about my hanging baskets. I do hang these from very heavy duty chain and also some very heavy duty hooks that my husband put up in the top of the porch for me. Keep in mind that when you water your hanging baskets, they are going to get heavier. Next, we are going to head inside and style my new coffee table. If you follow me over on Instagram, you may have already caught a glimpse of this. For the longest time, I have always thought that my living room really needed a round coffee table. There are many straight lines and sharp angles in here. My other coffee table that I had, I really loved, and it went to a very good home. My sister took it, and it looks perfect in her living room. This coffee table that I have here is a marketplace find, and it's from the 1950s, and I drove just about an hour and 20 minutes or so to pick it up in Pennsylvania. It is old and imperfect, just the way that I love things in my home. When I shared this over on Instagram, I unfortunately got some really unkind comments about the way that I had styled it. And what I will say is that you have to style things in your home in a way that works for you. I always encourage you to take ideas and make them your own. But one thing that you will never find here on my channel is me putting down the way others decorate or style their home. We all have different styles and tastes, and that's okay. One thing that you will always find here on my channel is kindness in every way. Even to people who are unkind to me, I will still return kindness back because that's just who I am. Anyways, I love the new coffee table and I really, really love how it looks in this space. Speaking of styling ideas, I adore that book there on the coffee table, Relaxed Maximalism. It really speaks to some of my style and philosophy when it comes to decorating a home. I am switching out just a few pillow covers on the couch. I found these sweet little ruffled pillows at the thrift store and decided to add them to my couch for the month of July. Now, I love pillows on my couch, but I know not everyone likes as many as I do, so I am going to show you the couch styled the way that I love to style it, but then I will also show you a way that you could style it if you like a few less pillows on your couch. I wanted to take just a moment to thank all of you who left such kind comments and condolences after I shared the passing of my Nana, and I just really appreciate all of you so much. It meant the world to me that some of you took just a minute out of your day to leave such a thoughtful message, so thank you. I had these thrifted milk glass bud vases on my mantle already that had some dried flowers in them, so I actually removed a few of those vases and then just added 2 back with the flags in them. Next, I have an adorable DIY to share with you. I saw this really sweet 1776 banner on Etsy, but it was over $80 by the time I factored in shipping, and I knew that I could make something very similar. The cost of the banner that I am making today is just $3, which is what I paid for the thrifted sheet that I am using here as some fabric to make these numbers. First, I started by printing out some numbers using Canva, and then I traced the numbers on the fabric, one right side up and then the other one backwards, so that I had a front and a back of each number. I then used some scrap fabric to cut out 8 7x7 squares, again, so I had a front and a back for each square. Now, I did stuff the numbers and the squares with a bit of stuffing from an old pillow just to give them a bit of dimension. Now, my sewing skills are pretty limited. Of course, if you sew, you could certainly sew this, but I'm keeping it simple and easy, and I just used my hot glue gun to put this whole thing together. Once I had the squares and the numbers ready to go, I used more of the sheet and cut out a long, thinner piece of fabric and then folded it over so that I had clean edges. This is what I used to glue the squares to for hanging. Final addition were 2 bows that I made from the sheet as well. I had just one small addition I wanted to make in my kitchen. I wanted to hang this thrifted tablecloth on my peg rail. Sometimes I like to use hanging baskets in my home instead of wreaths. I change out the florals with the seasons, and it's an easy way to add seasonal touches without being too expensive. You could even add a base greenery to the basket to leave in your basket year round, and then add in and change out a few florals with the seasons. Here I am using some faux dill stems, red geranium stems, and then some daisies. I believe I used 4 of the dill stems, 7 geraniums, and then 4 daisies. Everything that I can link will be linked in the description for you if you are interested in anything in today's video. I am adding the hanging basket to our entryway closet door. It brings just a bit of color into this corner. On the other side of my entryway, on my hooks, I have this sweet little basket that I bought at a yard sale that is filled with some anemone stems and cosmos. And I'm just putting a little flag in the basket with the flowers. This is an extra bunting that I thrifted that I didn't end up needing out on the porch, so I decided to hang it here for a bit of color and pattern. I also tied this wreath sash around the hat that I have hanging here on the hooks. It is from an Instagram friend, and I will link her account in the description for you. She has some really sweet handmade items. We are going to finish up the entryway over here on my antique dresser. I keep this basket here all of the time, and I just change out the florals with the seasons. These glass cloches are some of my favorites from Target, and I put our shell collection in them for the summer. In this week's Cozy Chats, I wanted to share a simple recipe for homemade strawberry lemonade. I am making a strawberry simple syrup that will keep in the fridge for about 2 weeks. All I did was cook about 3 cups of strawberries with about 2 cups of sugar and 2 cups of water. I made a bit more because everyone in my home loves strawberry lemonade, but you could certainly reduce the amount of strawberries and tailor the sugar amount to your liking. This is the perfect summer treat out on the porch. Oakley definitely loved this one. As always, I hope that you got some inspiration for your home. If you are new here, I hope that you will subscribe and stay a while. Thank you all for being here, and I will see you in the next video.